guys, so kind of got a cool video here for you today. It's not tractor related, it's not window tint related, but we are going to be ceramic coating this 2024 Riviera Blue BMW M3 comp. And this comes from a guy in Sioux Falls because I have a black version of this, not the same car, there are some minor differences, but he does have the same orange interior with the carbon buckets is the only difference. You can see the back of these buckets is fully carbon fiber, but what we're gonna do on this car today and hopefully have it done tomorrow is go through and ceramic coat everything. He just got the car PPF'd here, so he has the front bumper, fenders, and hood all PPF'd. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of the rest of the paint, the wheels, the glass, and that sort of stuff. I'm trying to think. Probably coat the taillights. He wants to leave the badges on as well. I am talking to him about getting the, there's a company called I&D Distribution that I get a lot of my parts from my car. And we were thinking about replacing these in black. And they also make a perfect paint match set for the fronts here to get rid of these orange ones. It's basically a side marker delete kit is what it is. So we'll see if he wants me to order those here today. I'll shoot him over a text and just next day air them. And then while I have the car here, I'll throw them on because I've done it to my car. It's not too big of a deal. Just pop some tabs out on the rear, the front. You just got to pull the fender well liner, which will be easy because the wheels will already be off for me, so it wouldn't be that hard to do. But anyway, so we're going to start in this car by decon washing it and going through, claying it, all that fun stuff. There's not too many real defects that I can see in the paint. The B-pillars are obviously a little bit scratched up here and stuff like that. The roof, the full carbon fiber roof looks pretty good for the most part. A couple sanding marks here from factory and stuff like that, but that's no big deal. Otherwise, the paint should be a fairly easy one step. We got some pretty deep scratches there. Other than that, just go through this car panel by panel and dial it in. Okay, so when I start this car, usually I'll do all the wheels and tires first and then move on to the paint. But because I'm taking the wheels off to coat them, I'm actually gonna skip that step and just get the car washed up, and I'll pull the car onto the lift, take the wheels off, and as the car is drying, because I can't have any water dripping out of the cracks and crevices, I'll take all the wheels off and start working on those and wash them separately. That way the car has maybe 2-3 more hours of dry time before I actually start polishing it and coating it and stuff like that. So you're just gonna watch me skip that process for now, but I'll bring you guys back around for that step. Otherwise, to start the wash process, what we're gonna do is basically pressure wash the car down, and I will likely foam it, wash it, spray iron remover, clay, stuff like that. And I'll kind of pause the time lapse here and there and show you guys, or at least talk to you about, hey, this is the step, here's the product, here's how I use it. And yeah, just kind of show you guys everything that we do. Okay, so what I just mixed up in my IK Pro Foam 12, I think it's what it's called. I don't use this thing too often, or at least I didn't used to until now. But I just mixed up some DIY All Clean, and that's gonna be our wheel and tire cleaner, that's our bug remover, that's our all-purpose cleaner, all that sort of stuff. It's really nice because one product has 4 to 5 different functions, or things that we can use it for. So what I'm gonna do is get this thing aerated and basically coat the whole vehicle in that and let that kind of sit and work on it. In case there's like some sort of wax or anything weird on the paint, this will at least help start that process of breaking it down. So that way I have a pure, essentially non-protected paint for when I do apply the coating, because I don't want anything to interfere with the adhesion of that coating. So yeah, now that it's pressurized, all I'm gonna do is just take this wand and just start applying this and let it do what it's made to do. Because I did drive this car over from Sioux Falls, which is about 45 minutes away from me here. It just worked out that I actually had a vehicle in here from Sioux Falls, and I just asked the customer if I could drive it back and pick this one up. That way I had something to kind of do this week. Otherwise, all the guys are out doing some 6Rs and a New Holland TS 140 out in Nebraska somewhere. So this just worked out to do this as my little project for the next few days. I also have a Polaris Ranger that I might bring you guys with in this video as well. I'm not too sure how much time I'm gonna have in this, but the interesting thing too is, you know, some people get scared by an all-purpose cleaner like this, spraying it on an entire car. But some things to note, I'm not in direct sunlight, the car is cool to the touch, and this is a lot less harmful than any soaps or chemicals that a normal car wash would use. So I would make the argument that this is actually safer than the chemicals there, but yeah. So as you can see here, it's going through and doing some work. So like if I was just to take my finger here on this one bug, litter wipes away, that one wipes away. So really don't need a dedicated bug remover anymore is what I found in the last few weeks. And this stuff works just as good, it's cheaper and it's better, so why not? Now I rinsed off all of the all clean, so any bugs, dirt, debris, stuff like that should have been broken down by the all-purpose cleaner and rinsed away by the pressure washer. So now what I'm gonna do is take it's known as a rinseless wash. And what that means is when I'm done washing like this panel here, so I'll show you. That's it. I don't pressure wash that off or anything because now it is trapping and encapsulating any of the dirt that is left on the surface. It's actually a safer wash than, you know, when you see all the guys out there foaming the cars down half a dozen times and all the other stuff. This is actually safer than that. It's just, how would I put it? This is more so washing for 2024 versus soap washing is washing in 1924. You know, it's old technology and stuff has just advanced so much in the last, I don't know, 40 years of detailing alone that this is the newest, latest, and greatest. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll just go around the whole vehicle, rinseless it, and then we get into the iron and clay step. Okay, so now that we got the car up on the lift here, I can take the wheels off. We can actually sit down and polish out all these lower parts. You can see that's a pretty gnarly defect there, but yeah, and this allows me to get access to the calipers as well, coat those up and stuff like that. So the other thing I do too, being they're bolts, once I take all of the lug bolts off, there's gonna be nothing holding the wheel. So you get these little hangers and they slide in here. I had two of them, but one of the threads stripped out. So I'm down to one, which no big deal. And so now, plus if you had carbon ceramic brakes, which are really, really expensive brakes, when I take the wheel off, I wouldn't have to worry about chipping it as easily. Okay, so GoPro died on us yesterday, which, whatever. But as you can see, the whole car is prepped now. We use a product called Adhesion Promoter Polish that basically swells the pores of the paint open and allows the coating to bond. So now what I'm doing is I'm going through, cleaning up the calipers. This one is coated, and so is this one. And I will show you on the other side kind of what they look like before. So you can see, you know, just a little gross, some brake dust on there and stuff like that. But once we coat it, it should be a lot easier to keep clean. And then we also got the wheels done now. So Jaden is over on the other side of the shop working on the wheels and tires. As you can see here, it's all coated and protected. So now it's gonna be super easy to clean. And I know on this car, coating the wheels is an absolute must. So now I'm gonna go ahead and reinstall these pin on here so that way that when I slide the wheel on, it won't scratch or hit anything on there. On that pin, I'll take my torque wrench and torque them to, I think it's 120 foot-pounds. Either way, I'll double check, but Other than that, that's a wheel and tire done on the car with the caliper. Now I just gotta do a front. Okay, so we just got done coating this thing in C6 Diamond, which is their pro only flagship coating. It's more geared towards for looks rather than hydrophobics and stuff like that. But we're finishing up the glass here now. And you can just see the paint is just dripping wet in terms of looks. But yeah, other than that, did the headlights, the whole grille, hood, all the painted panels, even this little plastic piece here and stuff like that. But yeah, she came out really good, so.
Follow in my footsteps, I say hello, 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 hello. You can't do what I do.
All right, well, that's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. I appreciate you watching. If you're not already, please subscribe. It doesn't cost you a single thing, and it helps me out a lot. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers that I can damn near taste it, and that would be great. So I know it's not farming or tractor related, but you know, this is something that we do as well. Whether it's anything from that boat that's in there, or the Corvette that we're doing PPF on, or ceramic coating German BMWs. So anyways, other than that, I think the next video we have coming up that I'll probably record is a sprayer in Iowa or some tractors down in Texas. But until then, we will see you later. Thanks, guys.